Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. The profession is overcrowded and the struggle's pretty tough. And admitting the fact she's burning to act, that isn't quite enough. She's a big girl, and though her teeth are fairly good, she's not the type I ever would be eager to engage. I repeat, Mrs. Worthington, sweet Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. Regarding yours, dear Mrs. Worthington, on Wednesday the 23rd, although your baby may be keen on a stage career, how can I make this clear that this is not a good idea for her to hope, dear Mrs. Worthington, is on the face of it absurd. Her personality is not in reality exciting enough, inviting enough for this particular smear. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. She's a bit of an ugly duckling, you must honestly confess. And the width of her seat would surely defeat her chances of success. It's a loud voice, and though it's not exactly flat, she'll need a little more than that to earn a living maid. No more buts, Mrs. Worthington, nuts, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. Though they said at the School of Acting she was lovely as Peer Gynt, I'm afraid, on the whole, an ingenue role might emphasize her squint. She has nice hands to give the wretched girl her due, but don't you think her bust is too developed for her age? On my knees, Mrs. Worthington, please, Mrs. Worthington, don't put your daughter on the stage. I said, don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Don't put your daughter on the stage. One look at her bandy legs should prove she hasn't got a chance. In addition to which, the son of a bitch can neither sing nor dance. She's a vile girl. And uglier than mortal sin. One look at her has put me in a tearing bloody rage. That suffice, Mrs. Worthington. Christ, Mrs. Worthington! Don't put your daughter on the stage! Ha!
In 1944, Mr. Coward composed this song about a disagreeable South American lady who rebelled and, in the face of much national opposition through her long and tawdry life, resolutely refused to dance. Her name was Nina. Senorita Nina from Argentina knew all the answers. All of her relatives and friends were perfect dancers. She swore she'd never dance a step until she died. She said, I've seen too many movies and all they prove is too idiotic. They all insist that South America's exotic, whereas it could not be more boring if it's tried. She added firmly that she hated the sound of soft guitars beside a still lagoon. She also positively stated that she could not abide a southern moon. She said with quite refreshing candor, she thought Carmen Miranda was subversive propaganda and should rapidly be shot. She said she didn't care a jot if people quoted her or not. She refused to begin the begin when they requested it. And she made an embarrassing scene if anyone suggested it, for she detested it, though no one ever could be keener than little Nina on quite a number of very eligible men who did the rumba. When they proposed to her, she simply left them flat. She said that love should be impulsive and not compulsive. And syncopation has a discouraging effect on procreation, and that she'd rather read a book, and that was that. Nina despised the tango. Although she never was a girl to let a man go, she would not sacrifice her principles for sex. She looked with scorn on the gyrations of her relations to the conga, and swore that if she had to stand it any longer, she'd lose all dignity and wring their silly necks. She said that frankly she was blinded to all the over-advertised romantic charms. And then she got more bloody-minded and told them where to stick their tropic palms. She said, I hate to be pedantic, but it drives me nearly frantic when I see those unromantic, sycophantic lot of sluts forever wriggling their butts. It drives me absolutely nuts. She refused to begin the begin when they besought her to. And with language profane and obscene, she cursed the man who taught her to. She cursed Cole Porter too. From this it's fairly clear that Nina, in her demeanor, was so offensive that when the hatred of her friends grew too intensive, she thought she'd better beat it while she had the chance. After much trial and tribulation, she reached the station where she met a sailor who had acquired a wooden leg in Venezuela, so she married him. Because he couldn't dance. There surely never could have been a more irritating girl than Nina. They never speak in Argentina of this degenerate bambina who had the luck to find romance and resolutely wouldn't stand. She wouldn't dance or lay.